you know that majority of the time men and women look at provision in a relationship very differently? Now let me explain. I was out at a doctor's appointment and there was these two men having a very candid conversation about their frustration with feeling like providing is not good enough. There's this one guy that is divorced from his wife. Then there was this other guy who was working 2 jobs in order to set up a stable home for his soon-to-be wife. Now they were talking about their frustration of feeling like it's not good enough. And they looked at me and they're like, women can just be complicated. And I was like, you know what, I don't discredit that, but let me ask you this. Are they really complaining about you working, or are they complaining about your emotional presence? They looked at me completely dumbfounded, and they were like, what is that supposed to mean? So then I sat there and I explained to him. I was like, a lot of times men view providing and a stable house and food on the table as a means of providing for the relationship. And that's great and everything, and women are so thankful for that. But when you're providing that and you're not emotionally present, she doesn't feel like she's being fulfilled. So when a woman's like, you work too much, she's really saying you don't spend enough time with me and I want to spend time with you. Now that doesn't discredit how she communicates, because communication is key when it comes to being able to proactively communicate. However, most of the time when people complain or bring something up, there's always an underlying issue when it comes to feeling invalidated, not seen, not heard, or neglected. And so the younger guy that's about to get married looked at me and goes, oh my God, that explains why she says some of the stuff that she does, that she says that she's thankful I'm working, but I don't spend enough time with her. And I said, yeah, because she feels like she's not getting the emotional connection that she wants, and you're frustrated because you feel like you're not being valued. He's like, exactly, so like, what do I do? So I told him that he needed to sit down and have a conversation with her, and I absolutely wished him the best. And the married guy looked at me and goes, you know, that would explain some of the issues that I had in my relationship before my divorce. And I'm like, most of the time the problem is couples don't communicate. Because men and women view provision for a relationship so differently. You can have food on the table, a roof over your head, and clothes on your back, but if you're not emotionally present, it's not going to mean anything.